In this video, I'll be working through the questions you see on the screen, and this question is from the winter edition of Cambridge International Exams from 2023 from paper 1-2. If you want any other questions from this paper, there should be a link to a playlist in the description below. I do these on a whiteboard, hopefully to mimic how you're used to watching your teacher teach these questions. And if you find any of this useful in any way, please like, subscribe, and even share it with some friend that's doing the exams or someone doing it next year. In question 1, they basically give us a puzzle involving these two expressions. They tell us that they ask about the coefficient of the x cubed part of this one and the coefficient of the x squared part of this one. And they tell us one is 6 times bigger than the other. So we have to find all this and find out what A is. A being here and here. Now, this is very common for question 1. It's we're going to have to use binomial expansion. So binomial expansion, I'll put up on the board. It's in your formula, and we can use it for anything that looks like this here. So to get let's get out a few of the terms of this one here. We could get out the x to the power 0 term. It would be 3 to the power of 5, 2ax to the power of 0. So the first term to the power of 5, the second term to the power of 0, and that'll all be multiplied by, I guess, 5 choose 0, which is just 1. And the next term would be 5 choose 1, 3 to the power of 4, next term 2ax to the power of 1, and so on. That's what the expansion, that's what the formula gives us. Let's skip all the way down to the third one. So following this logic on, put a few dots here, 5 choose 3, 3 to the power of, it'd be 5 minus 3, so 3 to the power of 2, and then it'd be 2ax to the power of 3. This is the term they're interested in. This is the only term that will give us x to the power of 3. There'll be an x to the power of 1 here, there'll be no x, and so on. So we need to clean all this up. 5 choose 3 is, I believe, 10. That's 10, that's 9. 2 cubed will be 8. 9 eighths are 72. 72 times 10 is 720. A cubed will be there, and x cubed. But again, they're really just interested in the coefficient of it. So that's, you don't have to do all this, by the way. That's just me trying to explain exactly what's happening. And with that in mind, I'll do the second one, but I won't do all that. I'll jump straight to the answer. They're interested in the x squared part. So that would be given by 6 choose 2. That'd be given by 2 to the power of 6 minus 2, which is 4. That'd be given by ax to the power of 2. Clean this all up. That's a 15. 6 choose 2. Checking your calculator. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. And a squared, sorry, this should be a squared there. A squared and x squared. 15 times 16. Do I have that wrote down anywhere? 240 is 240 a squared x squared. And again, we're only interested in this part. Now at this point, so many students make a mistake. One, they think they've already done the answer maybe, but it asks to find the value of a. And so they give us a clue. They tell us this coefficient is 6 times bigger than this one. Let me write them both out. 720a cubed is equal to 240 a squared. So many students put a 6 over here. It told us that this one is 6 times bigger than this one. To make them equal, we'd have to help this one. This is the smaller one. This is 6 times bigger. This guy is smaller. If we want them to be equal, which we do in maths just to help us solve things, if we want this to be equal, we have to help him. We have to make him bigger, multiplying by 6. That's at least how I think of it. I'd say it's nearly 50-50 where the student puts the 6. So many students get that wrong. Okay, if we solve for this, let's see, a squared, divide both sides by a squared. That would become just an a. Divide this side by 720. 720 by both sides. 720 by this side. So 720 goes into this 2 times. If you just do that on calculator, 2 times this is 1,000, 1,200, 1,300, 1,440 divided by 720 is 2. And that's the answer. That's the answer to part A. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope this helped. If it did, please like, subscribe and all that. I'll see you next time.